Whiskey Experience.
How's it going?
We're back at it again.
Yeah, a little break, a little vacation.
A little
trips.
vacation, yeah. I'm a little tan, got a little
there you
color. But we're back drinking whiskey, and I
Yeah.
drank a lot of whiskey on vacation.
I'm sure you did.
I did. You know what? Not to go on a tangent, but there wasn't a lot of good whiskey down in
Good
Florida.
whiskey.
At the bars and restaurants, it was standard, pours.
Oh, yeah.
Knob Creek,
Makers.
Woodford, Makers, a couple other low bottle type stuff,
Yeah,
but
nothing great.
nothing great. I was disappointed.
Right? You need the whiskey bars.
Well, you know what? I found one after the fact. We were
Okay.
leaving, I found where one, so we're going back.
Right. All right.
So,
Cool.
hey, American Whiskey Experience,
Yeah.
James and Pete,
And, we're
and
drinking
some bourbon. What are we
yeah.
drinking today?
A little Garrison Brothers Honeydew Texas Infused Texas Honey Infused Bourbon.
Say that 10 times.
Isn't it?
So, again,
Yeah.
Garrison Brothers,
Yep.
straight
It's called Honeydew.
so it's just, okay, Texas straight bourbon whiskey infused with honey.
Yeah.
Honeydew.
Honeydew.
Yeah, great bottle, by the way.
Cool
too.
bottle. I love
Yeah.
their bottles.
Their bottles are awesome. Their wax,
Yeah.
the shape of the bottle, the artwork that they have, the
Yeah,
star,
pretty neat.
it's awesome.
That cool banner with the bees on it.
Yeah,
It's
yep,
pretty neat.
that is really cool. For those that want to take a look at that.
So they're out of Hyde, Texas,
Yes.
and we've had a couple of different things from these
Yeah,
guys. in the past.
you actually got
I think I had that small batch store pick before.
Yep.
I think it was the first one we had.
Yeah.
And we both really liked it a lot.
Indeed.
So it kind of brought a little bit of that that introduction to Texas whiskey and what that climate does to their whiskey. So I think that was kind of neat. Kind of went down that tangent for a little bit.
Yes,
you
sir.
know. So this is 80 proof, so lower proof.
It is. Yeah.
No age statement on this one.
Nope.
Mash bill is 74% white Texas corn,
Yep, that's what I have.
15% red wheat,
Hmm.
and 11% Canadian malted barley.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, why
Like Canada.
go Canada, especially in Texas,
Texas,
man?
yeah, two Texas grains and then
Yeah.
Canadian malt.
Canadian malt. That's a question we're gonna have to ask
Maybe
them.
the malted barley doesn't really grow down there. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know.
It was weird when I found that out. Not disappointed, but just a
Strange.
Texas whiskey,
Yeah.
bourbon. Why?
And price point on this one was about 70 range.
75.
Was
Yeah.
it? Okay.
So I think this range is anywhere from $70 to $85, and honestly, all their bottles kind of do
Yeah,
that.
that's the one downer about Garrison.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
usually
the
not
one
cheap.
bottle I want is that cowboy one.
Yeah.
It's like $300-400 right
Yeah.
now in the secondary. So
No,
Uh,
no thanks.
so it's food grade 1 white corn,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And from farms in South Texas, so they get all their
Oh,
corn
grain
from
locally.
their grain locally.
Okay.
This is bottle 1107, and it's released of 2023.
All right.
And it's aged in oak.
But no age statement.
No age statement. No, not at all. But I did find out. So let me pull up my notes again. Some interesting stuff. So the honey that it's infused with is local.
Is local source.
Yeah, it's a local source. So it's they use Texas wildflower honey. And then what they do is the distiller takes whiskey bottles, barrels, cuts them up in cubes, used ones,
Really?
and then infuses and soaks the honey,
So
the cubes in the oak, barrels,
in the honey.
cubes
Yeah.
into the honey, and lets it infuse into there. And then what they do is then they take those cubes of the old barrels,
Yeah, okay.
they put it in a big steel tank
Okay.
with the bourbon,
Okay.
and they let it sit in there up to 7 months.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty neat.
That is pretty neat.
Yeah. So that's where it's getting
they're
that.
soaking the used oak barrel,
Yep.
used bourbon barrel,
Yep.
pieces in honey,
Right.
taking that, put it back in
Yeah.
the bourbon,
Yeah.
and let it sit for 7
Yeah.
months. That's kind of neat.
And I don't know what barrels they're using. I don't know if it's a certain char level or anything like that.
Right,
but I
right.
mean, it makes sense now, knowing that I've tasted this a couple of times. Where we get it
I
from.
do smell the honey coming off this.
Yeah.
I do smell a lot of sweet. Like, and it's a little ways away.
Yeah, so it is. It does have a nice sweetness, and also what I found out was that it starts off at 94
Oh,
proof,
All right.
and it's proof down.
Proof down. Okay.
Yeah, to 80 in this case. So
Okay.
I would like to see this at a barrel.
100.
Yeah. So
Definitely that's sweet. I mean, obviously the name kind of gives
Yeah.
that honey impression, and there is honey, and to me it's very floral.
but it's not an artificial sweet.
No.
Like a Jack Honey or something like that.
No, it's
or
not like
those
that.
type,
It's more like floral,
Mhm.
honey,
Yeah.
honeysuckle.
Yeah. So I got sweet honey.
Yeah,
I get sweet corn.
definitely I can agree with that.
I get earthiness, and I think the earthiness is the corn for me. When I say earthy a lot, I say that a lot. I'm noticing now every time I say it, I look at the batches and
High
what they're
corn.
made out of. It's high
See,
corn.
to me, I get the corn sweet as well, like a baked corn product, like a
Yep.
cornbread or something like that. But the kind of earthy that you're referencing, I kind of get some of that oak in the end, some of that
Okay.
char.
There is some char there.
On the end of the nose.
Yep. No, there is some char there. I have the char in there as well.
Okay.
Um,
Did you end up taking notes on this one? You
I did. Yeah.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I also get. See, I'm getting a little. See, now I'm getting it on the nose. I was getting it on the palate. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna
Okay.
say it because I don't want to give it away on the palate. But I was
Alright.
getting it on the palate more than nose, but now I'm getting it on both, so I'm gonna leave it there.
Interesting. Well,
But,
let's sip. 'Cause I gotta taste this.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And it's got a nice color.
It does. Whiskey color.
It's Texas whiskey color.
Yeah, a little darker.
It's a little darker.
A little darker.
Let it sit for a little bit.
Wow.
Not as sweet to
Not
me
not
as
what I
the
expected.
nose.
Not what I expected.
Let me ask you this real quick before you go any deeper.
Yeah.
With that first sip, would you say it's 80 proof, or do you think it's a little higher than that?
I would even say 90.
I see. Okay, good. Because
say
it
90
doesn't
'cause
drink like a.
It's got like this dry spice level.
But it's like, yeah.
My first
Thank
impression on my tongue though
Mhm.
was Chardonnay. Like
Like a finished in a
dry-
wine.
like a drier Chardonnay, some floral. Yeah, I mean that was the first. I don't know.
So I get a little bit of sweetness. I get a dry sweet corn. So maybe that dry sort that I'm getting a dryness too, but I thought it was more of a corn type dry, like like dry grain. But it might have been like a wine dry, like
Well-
a white wine dry.
The front of my tongue is again that dry. Now there's some oak, but like Chardonnay, floral, those like notes,
Mm-hmm.
floral flavors. On the back of my tongue, on the sides of my tongue, that's when I kind of get some of that sweet. Some of that corn sweet comes in. Almost some of the remember some of those like 100% corn whiskeys we had
Yeah.
that were like really like corn forward, like cornbread,
Yeah.
corn pops, like that.
We did one of those? It was a Texas one
It was
too.
Balcones.
Balcones,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's interesting. I was waiting for the blast of honey that I didn't really get. I get a little of that drops of honey on the sweet in the back of the palate and down the sides of my tongue.
Okay.
The first initial sip, anyway.
So for me, I was getting a little bit of that like melted brown sugar mixed with butter. So throw some butter in a pot
Yeah.
with some brown sugar, mix
Yeah.
it in, you get that little bit of sweetness. That's where I was getting that sweetness from.
Okay.
One of the things I'm getting on the nose, I'm getting on the palate now is white chocolate.
White chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give that.
I'm not a white chocolate fan, so I don't.
Mhm.
I can't relate that one.
Usually it's something that I don't have often.
Bad experience
it's-
with a bunny rabbit when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Never
really?
again. Yeah, no.
You ate the ears first, huh? Never eat the ears.
Yeah, it's bad.
Start
never,
from the bottom.
Never again.
Start from the ass.
The bunny's ass. Yeah.
Start from the
Bite the
bottom.
tail. Bite the tail.
Yeah, bite the tail.
Uh,
So white chocolate, light char.
I definitely like a little light char. Finish for me is
A little bit of maple too.
yeah. There's a kind of a sweet medley that resonates after the sip.
Yeah, it's not just honey. It's a little bit.
No.
of everything.
Like the honey is just a very light accent on this for me. Again, that corn sweet is there. Cornbread, sweet cornbread.
Got a little spice.
The back end is a little bit of dryness too as well, but very front prominent dry Chardonnay char all in the front end. Finish is kind of short. Finish is short.
Finish is short. I'm not going to really disagree. It's light. I would call it as light. The finish is light. The whole bottle is light.
Well,
The whole drink.
yeah, absolutely.
It's very light.
Very light.
It's crushable. You could drink this.
Yeah, but it's also got some good flavor where you're sipping on it. It's got good flavor.
Right.
Again, Texas heat, midsummer. You don't mind drinking something like this because it's really not that heavy.
I think this was a great summer drink.
Yeah.
I think this would be a great mixed summer drink. Maybe.
Yeah.
You pour this over some ice and maybe even smoke it. But you pour it over some ice with some like fresh fruit in there.
Yeah.
Like some berries.
It's peach.
And get peach and maybe like a little lemon peel. A
It's just
lime,
one of those peach smashes.
orange peel or something like that. I think this would be a great summer
It is.
cocktail.
I'll tell you, it's the only thing that disappoints me is the price point being so high,
Yes.
and then the finish being so short.
Yeah.
Like I hate when I have a short finish.
I'm okay with the short finish. I'm more pocket wallet
Oh yeah. Price point. Yeah.
price point for me.
It is.
But I knew that going in because
Right. You expect it. With these
all their bottles are expensive.
They are. They are.
And so be it. It is
I
what
mean,
it is.
I'll tell you,
They
but
make a good
I
quality
don't
stuff.
think I've been disappointed with the flavor in any.
No, I
Not
haven't
one.
either.
Not one.
And I was drinking this originally in a bar local here in town.
Yeah.
Or not local to Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally finished their bottle because no one else was drinking it, I think, for a year. And I only go like maybe twice a year.
Okay.
But I finished it the last time.
Felt
And
good
then
about that.
the same day I found it. So it was like the whiskey gods were like,
Or they're looking on you.
were looking for me.
Well,
Yeah. Born and bred in Rye or High, Texas.
High Texas,
That's
which
pretty
is like
cool.
I think that's
Yeah.
like Central Texas.
Is that what it is?
I think so. It's
Yeah.
like probably I think west of Boston.
I don't know. I know where Dallas is.
yeah.
Fort Worth.
Yeah, not that far.
Pretty much.
To the south of
That's
there.
it. San Antonio.
But good flavor.
I think it's a good
Good
bottle.
flavor. Yeah.
I'm glad I picked it up.
I like it. I mean, I would make it a daily drink or anything like that, but it's.
It's
again,
not a dairy. No, it's not. But it could be a good 4-ounce pour, a heavy pour,
it could be a nice
be
after,
okay with
an
it.
after dinner pour too.
Yeah, like a little dessert.
Yeah, a little dessert. A little
Like a
dessert.
dessert
pour.
wine type dessert.
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
It's interesting, like that Chardonnay.
Yeah.
You get any of that, like that dryness?
I'm getting a dryness, and I was for me it was like a dry corn, like grain dry, like
Like a high, like hay, like
something like that. But I was getting dry, so now when you said a Chardonnay, a white wine type thing, I'm thinking, wow, you know what? I understand
Okay.
because some of the bottles that we have a High West. It's a Zinfandel dry.
Yes.
And there's a
Yeah,
white
yeah.
wine one.
Yeah.
Those were dry. Zinfandel not as dry, but the white one
Yeah.
was, and so that makes sense. So I don't know, maybe they used who knows? Maybe they used wine barrels. I
That's
don't know.
true.
We don't know.
Well, cool bottle. Like I said, I'm not disappointed.
Yeah,
at
cool
all.
bottle. New release for 2023. They do one every year release.
I do want to try.
Don't know how many.
I
are
would like
there.
to see this in high proof though. I wouldn't mind seeing this like 90, 95 even.
And we have other honey infused or honey finished,
Yeah,
and
like the Starlight Honey.
the Starlight honey.
It's amazing.
It's totally night and day though.
They're very different.
We'll
different.
probably pour that side by side and do a
Ooh.
review of it and just talk about it.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting because we don't have a lot of honey finished.
No, because I think and I it's probably guilty of thinking that all the time. Is like when you see a honey finished whiskey, to me it's
Artificial,
syrup.
sweet. It's gonna be
It's
syrup.
syrup, and I'm not a big sweet fan, that kind of sweet fan. So for me, it's not something I typically enjoy. So when you do get something like with a little bit of accent of honey, which I think brings it on to the table, it's kind of nice.
I love that char that I get on there
Yeah.
with a little bit of sweet and the char. It's hitting my palate. Pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, I can see drinking a few of these.
It's good.
I like it. Definitely a win.
It's a win for me.
Yeah.
I'd buy it again.
I think I would.
I mean, I know what I'm paying for, so.
So I think
It is
this is
what it is.
something my wife would like as well.
Oh,
Like not high proof, a little bit of honey.
Yeah.
You know.
And again, I think a mixed drink with berries in there and
Right.
stuff like that. She would love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to do some summer drinks by the pool.
Summer
here.
drinks. Summer drinks. Summer.
Mhm.
Maybe some more drinks. What do you think?
Smell that glass.
Ooh.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, it changes a little bit.
It does. You could just
I
have
still
a
get-
conversation about this now.
I still get floral though.
Oh, yeah,
Still
floral,
love floral.
sweetness, confectionery sugar type sweetness powder.
Yeah. Fun dip.
Ooh, fun dip.
Fun dip.
The stick.
The stick, yeah.
The stick and
Yeah.
the fun dip. You nailed that. Yep, that's
Right,
exactly
right.
it. Hey man,
Cool.
I think we like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mikey likes it.
Yeah. Well, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yep, reels.
Like, follow, reels, a lot of reels, reels.
Subscribe, like, add
follow.
comments.
Yeah.
We'd love to reply to comments.
Love the feedback, and most of all, enjoy your whiskey and enjoy what friends and people you care about, because
Yeah.
that's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know. Thanks for tuning in.
Good bourbon can change the world.
That is true.
That's true, right
Those
there.
are words to live by.
Yeah, that's pretty
Absolutely.
cool. Just saw that at the
Well,
end when you said
like,
that.
Yeah, it just flashed for
That's
the
it.
eyes. Woo.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good bourbon can
Yeah.
change the world.
I like it. I like it. I got the picture of that.
That's pretty cool.
That was pretty good.